Hi, folks. I thought I'd jump in the second half of my CFL Western final. It's Saskatchewan in Winnipeg. Played the first half. Right now is 16-0 for Winnipeg. Saskatchewan cannot do anything offensively. They've 55 yards on the ground, 45 in the air, a lot of zeros. They're going in. Winnipeg's defense is just stifling them. Winnipeg, on the other hand, in the last 30 seconds, picked up a TD, so they lead 16-0. I thought it was going to be 9-0 going into halftime, so we're just going to start off. It will be Winnipeg to receive. So the kickoff, you roll a 1, and a 1 on the kickoff chart is to zone 2. So I got a little different field here. So Saskatchewan kicks off to zone 2, first down and 10 for Winnipeg. And I think they are going to run the ball. So I roll. This will dictate the defense that's called, and the defense is right here. So 1 is deep, 2 is deep, 3 is safe, 4 safe, 5 up, 6 is blitz. So it's going to be deep. As I said, it's going to be run against deep, number 11. What you do is you just check on the chart. So each of them has a chart where you can run against. So 11 would be, is there a double A or better runner? So you check Winnipeg's roster, and their runners are all rated, they're just A's. So the answer to that question would be a no. And if it's a no, it's a minimal gain. So Winnipeg on the run, 0 gain. And they're in zone 2, so they're going to have to kick off. You only get one chance to pick up the first down. If you don't, you have to kick the ball away. So they will punt, and a 4 on the punting chart is 4 zones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Winnipeg punts, and it's going to go 4 zones, and it's going to be in zone 3 for Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan now has the football. Flip over the offense, and they'll do the play call. They're going to try, let's try running the ball with Saskatchewan. 3 is going to be safe. So run against safe, number 31 reads, at least one player rated 2 against the run in the offensive backfield. So if we take a look at the offensive backfield, they have a 1, 1, and a 0. So they do not have a 2. So the answer is no, so they are dumped. So Sask run is going to go for 0 zones, which is what they've been doing all day long. Here's the tracking of the yardage. If you use David Gambrell's system, you notice in the first half they had 0 on the run, 0 pass, 0 pass. They get a minimum of 50 yards per quarter. So I just split it between 25-25. So they're in zone 3, and they don't get their first down, so they're going to have to punt. So Saskatchewan will punt. And when I do my die, I always read it black, white, and red. So if this is a 6, you'd go to the O chart. It's not. So a 3 on a punt is 3 zones. So Saskatchewan is going to punt. It's going to go 3 zones. 1, 2, 3, and it is in zone 3 for Winnipeg. So Winnipeg now has the football. They have a comfortable 16-0 lead. They're going to try running the ball with Oliveira, and Saskatchewan is looking for a deep pass. So run against deep. Number 45 reads, defense penalty sustains drive. So Winnipeg tries the run, and it is a penalty on Saskatchewan, so they will move up to zone 4, and I'll just put down a penalty here. See, Saskatchewan has 3 penalties to this point and 1 sack. Caleros was sacked once for Winnipeg. We are now into the 7th minute of the 3rd quarter, and Winnipeg is going to pass. And pass against deep. So pass against deep reads, number 56, any DB rated 0 against the pass. So we check Saskatchewan, and they do have a 0. Now, once it goes over half, he'd be a 1. But right now, he is a 0 because it's still in Winnipeg territory. So the answer to that is a yes. So if it is a yes, it is a completion. So we roll a 3, and a 3 is 2 zones. So Winnipeg will pass for 2 zones. They are now in zone 6. They pick up 30 yards on the pass since it's 15 yards per segment. And Winnipeg still has the ball. They're going to try passing again. And this time it's pass against an up defense. Pass against up number 62. Any linebacker rated 2 against the pass. We take a look at Saskatchewan. They don't have anybody that's 2 against the pass. So the answer is a no, which means it's another completion. Winnipeg moving the ball. A 1 is going to be 2 zones. So Winnipeg again passes for 2 zones. They're now in zone 8. So 15, 25 more yards for Winnipeg. They're going to try and run it in with Oliveira. 4 is an up defense. There's a different defense on the goal line. So run against up with Oliveira, number 53. 1 linebacker rated 0 against the run. So we take a look at Saskatchewan. They don't have it. They have a 1, 2, and a 1. So they don't have a linebacker that is 1. Answer is no. So the runner is stopped. So Winnipeg run is going to be 0 zones. They're still in zone 8. I think I'm just going to take the points. I'm just going to try and rack up as many as I can. I know I should probably go for it, but Winnipeg's going to play conservative. Their field goal kicker is quadruple A, and quadruple A from zone 1 is 1 to 66. And he rolls a 66. What do I do here? Let's see here. On results of 66, re-roll. 1 to 4 is good. 5 to 6 is a miss. This would be my re-roll. That's why I do it. So he does make it. So holy smokes. So Winnipeg field goal must have just got inside the goalpost from zone 1 is good. And they take a 19-0 lead. They will kick off number 2. Kickoff number 2 goes to zone 2. So Winnipeg kickoff is going to zone 2. Saskatchewan has got to get something going here. Their offense has been non-existent this football game. Let's try a pass. Pass against the deep defense. Number 34. 2 or more players in the offensive backfield rated 0 against the pass. And if we take a look, the offensive backfield is here. We do have 2 people. So again, 34. The answer is a yes. So it's an incomplete pass. So Saskatchewan pass 0 zones. They just simply cannot move the ball at all. A lot of zeros, and they're going to have to punt it away as this game is slowly slipping away. Punt 6 is an O. Then we go to the O column and read number 3. And number 3 in the O column is 3 zones. So 1, 2, 3. So Saskatchewan punts 3 zones. And it is now Winnipeg ball in zone number 4. We're in the 13-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Winnipeg has the football. And they're going to run it with Oliveira. And they're looking for a deep pass. So run against deep, number 31, reads at least 1 player rated 2 against the run in the offensive backfield. So if we take a look at Winnipeg, they have 2 guys. So the answer to that is yes. So it is going to be a gainer. And we roll. And a 1 is just 1 zone. They got ripped off. So Winnipeg run 1 zone. They're now in zone 5, and they're going to gain 15 yards on that run. Let's try running the ball again with Winnipeg. This time, Saskatchewan is waiting for it. So run against an up, number 66. 2 or more defensive backs rated 0 against the run. So if we take a look at their defensive backs, no, they do not have it. The answer is no. So the DB rushes in for a loss. So Winnipeg run 0 zones. They're still in zone number 5. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. So it's going to be 25 yards again for Saskatchewan in each. That is the end of this one. We'll cut that off. We're now going to the 4th quarter. Now, Winnipeg can go for a field goal in zone 4, but they need to roll a decide or die a dot. So they're going to try it, and they do not get the dot. So they cannot try a field goal. So they will punt. And number 2 is 3 zones. So 1, 2, 3, they pin. Winnipeg punts 3 zones, and they will pin Saskatchewan in zone number 1. So Saskatchewan has a long way to go. I don't even know what to call for these guys because they're not getting anything. Let's try a run. And run against the blitz. Let's see how Saskatchewan does here. Run against the blitz. Number 12 is the runner AAA or better. And if you take a look at the runners for Saskatchewan, they're both Bs. So the answer is no. So it's no gain. So Saskatchewan on the run, no gain. I'm starting to wonder how they beat BC. They cannot do anything against Winnipeg. They're going to have to punt the ball away. And we get a 5 on the punt. So it's a good punt for Saskatchewan. 1, 2, 3, 4 zones. It's going to push them back. Saskatchewan punt 4 zones. And I can hear my wife coming home. The garage door is opening. So she'll probably come in and make a bunch of noise. So excuse me for that. Winnipeg now has the ball in zone 4. 1st and 10. They're going to pass. Pass against safe. Number 22. Pass against safe 22 reads. Passers completion grade AAA or better. And if we take a look at Winnipeg, he is just a AA. So the answer to that question is a no. If it's a no, his Y, is it greater than 4? His Y is a 3. If it was greater than 4, it'd be an interception. If it's not, it's just an incompletion. So Winnipeg pass is incomplete. And they have the ball in zone 4, and they're going to have to punt it. Pretty defensive football game here. Not a lot of points, especially for a CFL game. Punt is a 5, so that is going to go 4 zones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, Winnipeg is going to pin Saskatchewan deep in their own end for 4 zones. And Saskatchewan is in zone 1. They got to try and get something going here. Let's try a pass for Saskatchewan. Pass against deep. Pass against deep, number 44. You read the dice black and white. 2 or more players on the defensive line rated 2 against the pass. So if we take a look at Winnipeg, their defensive line, they do have 2 guys that are 2 against the pass. The answer is yes. So it is a sack. So Harris is sacked right here. So again, nothing for Saskatchewan. They're going to have to punt the ball. Now, if he was sacked on this side of the field, you would move it back a zone. If you're sacked in your own end, you just stay where they're at. So Saskatchewan, yeah, they got to punt the ball away. Punt is a 3, which is going to be 3 zones. 1, 2, 3. So Saskatchewan punt 3 zones, and it'll be zone 5 for Winnipeg as they've got the football in a 19-0 lead. We are 7 minutes into the 4th quarter, and it's Winnipeg ball. They're going to run it. Pass against deep. Pass against deep, number 65. 2 or more linebackers rated 0 against the pass. So we'll check Saskatchewan, and 2 or more linebackers rated 0, and we're on the other side of center, so that would be a 1. So the answer is no. So if the answer is no, it's going to be, 2 or more linebackers rated 0 against the pass. So the answer is no. So passer Y is less than 4. It is less than 4, so it's just incomplete. So Winnipeg pass is incomplete, and they're still in zone 5. They can try that field goal. Maybe they will. And nope, they're not allowed to, so they're going to have to punt the ball away. Winnipeg's going to punt number 6. is an O, and an O number 3 is 2 zones. So they punt it 2 zones. Winnipeg punt 2 zones, and they put Saskatchewan back on the 15-yard line, zone 2 for Saskatchewan, and they are going to try and pass the ball. So pass against an up. Maybe this is Saskatchewan's chance to move the football. 26. 2 or more players on the offensive line rated 0 against the pass. So if you take a look at it, they do not have it. So the answer is no on that one. And it is going to be a completion. Now, if his Q is less than 12, it's only 2 zones. His Q is a 13, so it is a completion. We're going to roll it. It's a 6. So we're going to the XP column, which is the next one over. Not sure if you can see it or not. So you can see that you get a completion. Then you go to the XP column. And if it's a 5 or a 6, you go to the goal column. So we're going to the XP column. We roll a 3. So it's going to be 4 zones. So Saskatchewan finally gets some offense going. A pass for 4 zones. Just going to put them in zone 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they finally move the football. They're going to try passing again. Pass against safe. Number 36. Defense penalty sustains the drive. So Winnipeg gets a penalty. So Saskatchewan pass, and a Winnipeg penalty puts them into zone 7. They're getting closer. 11 minutes, 4 minutes to go in the football game. It's 19-0 for Winnipeg, and they're going to have to run because they've done 2 passes in a row. We're going to go run against deep. Things are coming together for Saskatchewan here. Number 24, 2 or more players rated 2 against the run in the offensive backfield. And if you take a look at it, no, they don't have 2 people. So 24, the answer is no. So it's going to be no gain video possible replay. And there is no video replay. So it's no gain. So Saskatchewan on the run, 0 zones. They're in zone 7. You can go for a field goal to make it 19-3. That won't make much of a difference with just 2 minutes to go. They're going to go for it. Saskatchewan, they haven't had much luck all game. But they are going to try for a pass here. See what they do. Pass against deep. That does not look good. Number 56, any DB rated 0 against the pass. Take a look at Winnipeg. We got 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. The answer is no. Passer Y is greater than 3. It is not greater than 3, so it's incomplete. So Saskatchewan, their pass is incomplete, and they will turn the ball over on downs. Zone number 2. Now, in the last 3 minutes of the CFL, you split it up. You get 2 plays each. And it is now Winnipeg ball. It looks like they are going to go on and play Toronto in the Grey Cup. Winnipeg dominating this football game 19-0. And here we go. Winnipeg's just going to run it. And there it's an up defense. So run against up number 11. Any runner rated with a double star, the answer is no. So Winnipeg run is 0 zones. They're in zone number 2. So they are going to punt the ball away. And a 6 is an O. A 1 in the O column is a snap. So we're going to go to the snap column and read number 6. And it is blocked. The punt was blocked. So Saskatchewan has the ball. Huge turnover. They block the punt. And they're in zone 7. So Saskatchewan may get a big change here. They may get some points. They're going to pass it. Pass against a safe defense. Number 56. Any DB rated 0 against the pass. We take a look at Winnipeg. And no, Thomas would be a 1 because it's on the other side of the ball. So the answer is no. Passer Y is greater than 3. It is not greater than 3, so it's just incomplete. So Saskatchewan pass is incomplete. And they're going to try it again. Maybe this time they should they run it? Yeah, they're going to try a run. They're going to take 3 stabs at it anyway. Or 2 stabs, I guess. Yeah, they're not going to take the field goal. They need to get some points here. Let's try a run against the blitz. Number 63. Home team on offense. No, they're not. They fumble the ball. So Saskatchewan, I forgot to put down having the block punt here. So Saskatchewan on the run, they fumble the ball. And Winnipeg is just going to kneel down. That is the end of this football game. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are going to the Play Games Grey Cup with a dominant 19-0 win. On this last one, let's see how many yards they got on the ground. 55 and 25, 80 yards on the ground in total for Saskatchewan. In the air, they had 85 in the second half, so 130 yards in the air for Saskatchewan. This one here, we'd have to put down 25 and 25 since they didn't get 50. So they had 75 in the first half and 115 yards on the ground for Winnipeg. And we have 55, that would be 80, and 210 yards in the air for Caleros with 1 TD pass to Schoen. So that is the end of the football game, folks. It is Winnipeg 19, Saskatchewan nothing in a dominant performance. Winnipeg will now take on the Toronto Argonauts in the Play Games Grey Cup. That's all. Talk to you later.